Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to campus here at Souhegan High School. You are watching The Highlight Guy. This is Jason Roby, the man calling the play-by-play and the color commentary. Steve Cody is the man on the moving pictures. This is our 2 o'clock game, the Londonderry Wildcats and the Nashua Cougars. Wildcats enter at 5-0. The Cougars are at 4-2. It should be a good one in the Northeast Junior High School Football Junior Division matchup. These are the JV teams. We have the captains out there for the coin toss. Nashua has won the toss and will defer to the second half, so it will be Londonderry ball. We'll just have to look and see which way the teams will be facing. All right, Londonderry will be going left to right on your screen. And the Nashua Cougars will kick the ball off. This is our 4th of 6 games that we are covering here today. That's right, we get better with age up here at the Highlight Guy. Like a fine wine or cheese, I don't know. Anyway, Cougars getting ready to do the honors. We saw a pretty good matchup in the first game. It was a strange game from the standpoint that the Wildcats from Londonderry just took advantage of miscues and missed opportunities by the Cougars, and they capitalized on those things. And meanwhile, the Cougars, when they had the chance to run the football and pound it, they did just that, but they ran out of time. So they were 22-8 losers on the scoreboard. But I think they found something out about themselves in the last minute or so of that game. We are ready to go with the JV version. As we mentioned, the Cougars, who are kicking off, come in at 4-2, and the Wildcats in their white jerseys with dark numbers are undefeated at 5-0. Cougars to do the honors on the opening kickoff here. Ready on the right, ready on the left, ready in the booth. Yes, we are. And there's the kick. It'll be taken by one of the up men. He'll come to the left side, and he'll get tackled just shy of the 50-yard line. That looked to be number 3. That was Anthony Duggan on the return. Tackled by a couple of Cougars right there in front of the white tent. Couldn't quite see the numbers. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats, just shy of the midfield stripe at the 49-yard line. 10 minutes on the clock. We're down to 9:52 here in the first quarter, and it will wind with the snap of the ball. And I think we could have a penalty here because that could be a substitution foul if they have more than 11. They do not. He was just on the wrong side. All right. Wildcats now in the shotgun, looking for motion. Here comes the motion all the way across the formation to a slot set. They'll throw a now route into that slot. Pass is complete and dragging defenders along. Look like number 14, Ethan Hartley. And he'll finally get stopped about 4 yards shy of the first down. It'll set up 2nd down. Ball's on the Cougar 44-yard line. You'll notice a lot of the players down there are wearing pink socks. The referees have pink wristbands, pink whistles. They'll even throw pink penalty flags. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month here, the month of November. And they will have the pink on the entirety of the month. Wing left, split right, motion back into the boundary, shotgun snap. 3-step drop, and now rolling to his left. Pump fake. Keeps the ball, bounces back to the outside like a video game. Finally dragged down by 3 or 4 defenders. It's going to be a 1st down. And the quarterback, that was James LaMalfa, did a nice job evading the pressure from the Cougars. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They'll set up shop just inside the 40-yard line, make that the 39, maybe the 38. Slot trips to the right, motion to the right. They try to outflank Nashua. They get a nice block on the perimeter. That's number 14. He is off to the races. One man to beat. He does just that. Is he going to make it to the end zone? Angle of pursuit, knocked out of bounds. And a great shot there. It was a great run and great hustle play by the Cougars, stopping that touchdown. Trying to get a number on that young man there. Looks like 37. Number 37 is Gilbert Pagan. He does a fantastic job stopping that touchdown. Ethan Hartley almost went the distance there. First and goal for the Wildcats. Zip speed motion. Handoff. Number 3 into the corner, and he is into the end zone. Anthony Duggan puts the Wildcats up 6-0. So an emphatic opening statement for the Londonderry Wildcats as they march down the field, go some 53 yards to pay dirt. They're going for the 2-point conversion here. Handoff, left side, churning his legs, spins to his left, and they hold him short of the end zone. Nice job by the defense of the Cougars. We'll meet those guys the next time they're on defense. We're going to talk about the offense now for the Cougars as they get ready to receive the kick and try to even things up and then maybe even take the lead. They're down 6-0 here with about 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. And as soon as the ball is touched by the receiving team, the clock will start. But they have to touch it first. The rules are a little different at each level here as it's 15-minute running time, the 3rd and 4th grade level, and grades 5 through 8, more like high school games. Whistle blows, ready to put the ball into action. This is Colin Cronin. Ball's picked up, off to the races, got a seam to the left side. One player to beat. And finally gets tripped up. What a great return there. Outstanding run, good blocking. Try to get the number. Was it 16? I believe it was 16. That was Ty Hickey on that return, and the shoestring tackle was Bentley Bollier. Otherwise, this thing would be knotted up. So let's meet the Cougar offense. Ty Hickey is your tight end. The running backs are Jazani Cutter, Gilbert Pagan. Quarterback is Lucas Russo. Wide receiver Michael Grotman. We'll get to the offensive lineman in just a minute here. Fullback trap and a cut to the outside. It was a quick hitter, and we're going to be knotted up at 6, folks. Fullback trap. Best play in all of football. 7:41 to go here in the opening quarter. We don't need fireworks in the sky. Couldn't see them anyway, but we're going to get some fireworks down here on the field this afternoon. And who was opening the hole for that? Let's talk about the offensive linemen. Farrell Umar, Bentley Collum, Dominic Cruz, Wyatt Pominville, and Antonio Rosario, along with Ty Hickey, opening up the holes to make that run possible. Cougars will line up for the 2-point conversion. Unbalanced line to the right. Toss sweep. It's a rainmaker. He reverses field. Probably would have been better to stay to the right. May have had it. But that toss, it was definitely a rainmaker. We are tied up at 6 apiece. This should be a good one. Both teams with speed, and more speed. So it's probably going to be a matter of which team can make the defensive stops when they count the most. Bouvier Prepare provides comprehensive college recruiting consulting services for student athletes and their families. If you're looking for guidance in the process for lacrosse, field hockey, soccer, and volleyball, Bouvier Prepare can provide a personalized plan for success. Contact them at bouvierprepare@gmail.com or call 603-465-1102. All right, here we go again. Seen a couple of good returns. Special teams, so important, even at the youth level. Nice catch by the secondary level guys. And that was number 16, Ben Gunderson. Check that kid's hands for stickum. That thing, good pause on Ben. Nice catch. And as a result of that, good athleticism by him. Going to have good starting field position are the Wildcats. As we mentioned, this Wildcat team comes in undefeated at 5-0. This Nashua team at 4-2. Something's got to give here. Cougars would like nothing more than to put that crooked number in the loss column for the Wildcats. And the Wildcats, well, they're in no hurry to join that column. So it's going to be a good one. 49-yard line. Jet sweep to the right to the unbalanced side. Good job of getting up the field. And you got to wrap up as around the corner, breaking tackles. And that was Jordan Winston, and Winston would not be denied. At first glance, that play was going for a 3 or 4 yard loss. It ends up being about a 14-yard gain. This game's got a whole lot of stuff going on. Oh, but that one's coming back. An illegal block in the back on the Wildcats, and that hurts. So the Wildcats will come back to their own 48-yard line. We'll wind the clock. Is it not winding? Push the button. Deep pass over the top is caught. It's a foot race. And that completion goes to number 12, Bryson Good. And he was off to the races. Wildcats head to the friendly skies. And we'll wind the clock. It'll be first down. Just push that button again. Push. Nope. Nope. The black one. That's. I think that. Yeah, I think that starts it. He wound it. Yep. Yep. All right. Trap play run by the Wildcats. And that was number 33. It was Braden Yore. So it's going to be a 2nd and goal for the Wildcats from inside the 2. Speed sweep to the left side. A penalty flag will fly. And the clock will stop, and we'll sort this one out. Illegal formation. That 5-yard penalty will back the Wildcats up, and they're shooting themselves in the foot here just a tad on this drive. So they'll back up 5, and we'll replay the down. It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 6. Wildcats huddle up. They get the play call. Cougars wait on the defensive side of that line of scrimmage. Unbalanced line to the left. Into the boundary goes the speed sweep. Dead to rights. And a great play on the edge there as it looked at first like Ethan Hartley was going to have an easy path to the end zone coming up on the edge. I didn't quite get the number. Whoever was on the edge out there made a fantastic play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and goal. 3rd down and goal from about the 7. Maybe the 9. Hard to tell. A lot of lines down there. They break the huddle. It's a wide slot formation to the right. Twins right, tight end is left. Shotgun. Motion man. Coming back out. Will he be open in the flats? Quarterback pump fakes. They almost have the sack. Got to wrap him up. Is there anybody on the backside? He could have a clear path to the end zone if he gets a block. Oh, and penalty flags will fly and high, and they'll stop the clock and sort this one out. My guess is it's going to be a face mask, a horse collar of some sort. And that's going to... I do not believe that gives him an automatic 1st down, however.
Third, personal foul, face mask, defense. The distance to the goal, replay 3rd down.
Yeah, it's 3rd down. You don't get an automatic 1st down in high school or in youth football, and that's why you always tell your kids, hey, if you're in the end zone and you're beat, take the pass interference call because it does not go. Wind the clock. All right, they set up now. Tight end flanker to the right, or excuse me, that's a split end with a wing. Dive up the middle. Another flag will fly. That time it was Jordan Winston on the carry. We'll stop the clock and sort this thing out. We'll have to see what's what. Legal formation. So again, probably not enough guys on the line of scrimmage. When you run unbalanced formations, you got to make sure, are you covered? Are you uncovered? Do you have 7 on the line? Those are things that, you know, you gotta talk about. They talk about them all the time, I'm sure, but this ends up costing them. So we'll replay 3rd down and back them up again. Motion, counter, and the defense is up for the challenge. He breaks a tackle, and this time gets tripped up, and another penalty flag flies. Unless that's just someone's sock or a wristband, I'm pretty sure that's a penalty flag. We're looking at it, so we'll stop the clock. There's an injury on the field as well. Hope that young man is okay. Holding his leg. Sort through this. So this game is as advertised. It is a 6-6 ball game. You have 2 really good teams out here going back and forth. Have to believe that special teams, turnovers, and penalties are going to play a major factor in this one. Nice to see he's up on his 1 foot. He's hopping off. Hope he's doing okay. The Nashua Cougars is a nonprofit organization created to give every child the opportunity to reach their greatest potential in youth football. Before they head to high school, they work with the Nashua High School North coaches to ensure their athletes are ready to compete at the high school level by the time they arrive, giving them their greatest opportunity to continue to excel beyond high school. To learn more, go to their website, NashuaCougars.net. That's NashuaCougars.net. Personal foul call against the Cougars. That'll bring it half the distance to the goal. We'll replay third down. Feels like about 10 minutes have gone by, but we're in the same spot. Speed sweep to the corner. Looks like he has the angle, and he does, and that's going to be a touchdown for number 14, Ethan Hartley. That time, the Wildcats got to the edge before it could be accounted for. The Wildcats reclaimed the lead, 12-6. They'll go for the 2-point conversion from the 3-yard line. And as always, during an extra point, the clock never runs, so this is a dead ball play, or a dead clock play, as it were. Unbalanced to the right. No, excuse me, that is a balanced formation. Didn't see the tight end over there. Jet sweep to the right. And a great job on the perimeter. Fans wanted a holding call. I thought I saw it as well. Two Cougars converged to stop that 2-point conversion. So with 4:13 to go in the opening frame, it is the Londonderry Wildcats 12 and the Nashua Cougars 6. You are watching on the Highlight Guy Network. Are we a network, Steve? I don't know. We could be a network. We are a network. We've been called worse. Steve makes friends wherever he goes. The ball is teed up at the 40-yard line. Clock will start once a Cougar touches it. Wildcats to do the honors here. This is number 26, Colin Cronin. They are ready. Ball's kicked. It's a good one. It's a squibber. And that's a live ball. It bounces around, and you got to get your hands on it. Clock starts and stops. Well, that was an adventure. Certainly getting our money's worth today, watching all of the funny bounces. And a football is not round, so it will do that from time to time. Cougars huddle up. The ball will be placed at about their 26-yard line. We'll call it 26 3/8. Now it's the Wildcats' turn to see if they can stop the mighty Cougars offense. Double tight end, T formation, toss sweep to the left. Needs to pick up a block. Will not be able to do it as there were 3 white shirts in that backfield. They were ready for that formation, and leading the charge there was Braden Yor. As in, you're not going nowhere. So a loss, a big loss on first down. You never want to play behind the sticks, and the Cougars are going to start this one about 10 yards behind the sticks. So you never want to go negative on first down. 2 places you never want to go negative, on first down and in your bank account. I formation. Double split ends employed. Fullback trap. And again, they have no answer for it as rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, and he almost kept his feet. Good sportsmanship there. Was number 37, Gilbert Pagan. And what a great run by Gil as he nearly kept his feet and broke to the left. And he'll get a quick breather here on the sideline. Hope he's okay. But again, you look at the significance of going negative on first down. You have a great 10-yard run, and now it's 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 11. So just to get back in front of the sticks, so important to have a positive first down. Got a double tight end, offset eye to the left side here. And those tight ends really are. It's like a double slot, actually. Quarterback rolls to his right. He's got real estate out in front of him if he tucks it, and he does just that. Got one man to beat. He's going to be short of the first down. The line to gain, we'll call it the 36.5. And he got to about the 30, maybe the 35, just shy of the 35. So decision time for the Cougars. And this is, I believe, Lucas Russo comes over to set the scene and see what's what. He gets the play call from the coach, and off he goes. Cougars break the huddle, hustle up to the line. It's 4th down and a long 2. They go back into that T formation. And they show blitz. They're coming. And that was doomed from the get-go. As soon as they showed that, Londonderry brought 8 guys up into the box and said, we're going to fill every gap, and you're not going through any of them. And as a result, unfortunately for the Cougars, they'll turn the ball over on downs, and field position becomes ever so important. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. But if you're an offensive coach, giving up field position when you're on defense doesn't really matter. That means the other team can score fast, you get the ball back quicker. That was actually the Chip Kelly model of thinking when he brought the spread offense to the University of New Hampshire. True story. I played for Coach Kelly at UNH. I was on the defensive side of the ball, however. But I saw the wizardry at work as number 1-4 goes around the corner again. He brace contain, cut back against the grain. That was Ethan Hartley, and thus far, the Cougars have no answer from Mr. Hartley as he broke contain around the left side, sprinted down the far sideline, cut back at about the 3, and went into the end zone. And suddenly it's an 18-6 lead for the Wildcats as we head inside of a minute here. So, but again, herein lies the theory that if the other team scores, that just means we're getting the ball back quicker. And that was the mindset of the Wildcat offense back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Motion, back across, ball rolls. They had him dead to rights in the backfield. He's not going to get in. And so the score is going to remain 18-6. We're seeing a high-octane offense for sure here in the 4th of our 6 games this afternoon. And interestingly enough, with the type of day that we're having, it hasn't gotten any darker or any lighter from the onset. Maybe a little lighter, actually. But the kickoff has been an adventure. Those UNH days, Steve, when I was there from 92 to 96, it was all defense. We were built like for defense, and the offenses of the day was a tight end flanker, I formation, and just big 240-pound fullback and fantastic tight end and tailback, and And then suddenly the offenses became more spread out, and basketball on grass was born. And then the defenses had to become faster. Squib kick into the ground. It hits the turf. It is a live ball. I think it was recovered by Nashua. See a couple of bodies down there. And it is recovered by Nashua, and a good job of jumping on that one. Very fortunate there are the Cougars. I think it's that could be Miles Medeiros potentially. So good field position for the Cougars. They're at their own 45-yard line. 49 seconds to go in the first quarter. Interesting formation here. Trips to the right, but they're way off the line. Quarterback rolls. They're going to try and block the edge. And unfortunately, I'll tell you what happened. Flags will fly, but those wide receivers were so far off the line, they had to run 4 yards forward before they could get the angle on the defensive players. And I like the idea. You just have to maybe change their alignment just a bit. So they're asking Londonderry what they want to do. That call is going to go against the Cougars. We're going to have looks like a holding call against the Cougars. That'll bring them back 10.
Turn to run, holding.
Yeah.
Offense number 37. That penalty is declined. Second down.
And they're given the numbers, too, of the players, which is not something you usually see at this level. We'll wind the clock inside of 43, 42, and counting. We'll see if the Cougars can get a playoff here. We'll stop the clock. We have a timeout for Londonderry. That's going to be their first of the first half. So 32 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It is 18-6 Londonderry. Big play coming up for the Cougars. Jason Roby here along with the highlight guy Steve Cody, calling all of the action for you here today. It's been a fantastic day here on the campus of Souhegan High School. We look forward to the final two games this evening, but this one, a very entertaining game thus far. Lots of fast-paced back-and-forth action between two very good teams. As we mentioned, the Wildcats come in undefeated at 5-0 at the JV level here, and the Cougars at 4-2. Playing here at Souhegan because the turf at Stello Stadium has been deemed not safe to play on. So the city in the process of getting a new turf, hopefully before spring sports starts, hopefully before the first snowfall. Showing pressure outside, and he won't get credit for the tackle. That was number 8 for Londonderry, but he tried to set that edge, and he's the reason why that play didn't work. And I don't think I have a number 8 on my roster, or is it 0?
Charge timeout. Londonderry.
Timeout, Londonderry. Clock will stop. Yeah, I do not have an 8 unless it was. Mm-hmm. Ethan? Okay. Ethan Loffersweiler is number 8. He's actually listed as number 9 on my roster, but thank you kindly to the young lady up here from Londonderry. So, it's the quarter that will never end. We have 12 seconds now to go here in the first frame. But as we do know, anything can happen. We saw that in our last game where Nashua scored on the final play of regulation. I believe there was 8 seconds left. And of course, in football, once the play starts, even if the clock reads zeros, it keeps going till it is over. The horn means nothing. 3rd down and a long ways to go here. Officials timeout. And we have a shoe that's, I believe, untied. So now we're tying those shoes. Had to take the receiver gloves off for that, Steve. The question is, does he give him time to put the receiver gloves back on? And apparently it was both shoes. So we'll see what happens here. In the first game, I saw the coaches tying the kids' shoes, so that was a little bit different. All right, gloves come off. And we are ready to go. 3rd down, unbalanced line to the left over here. So it's got to be a run play, and it is. Does he get the edge? Oh, he just almost got there. And a shoestring tackle by Anthony Duggan. And that is going to bring the first quarter to a close here from Souhegan High School, home of the Sabres. Your score, the visiting Londonderry Wildcats 18, the home team here today, the Nashua Cougars 6. Stay tuned. We'll be back with second quarter action right after these messages.
Are you looking to play sports in college? Almost every college recruiting website recommends having a highlight video as one of the top 3 crucial recruiting tools. In fact, 93% of college coaches we surveyed said they watch a recruit's highlight video as part of their player assessments. Our sole purpose is to make you look good. Our highlight videos include an athlete bio and accolade page, stop motion, and player highlight. The video is not done until you are completely satisfied and say it's done. We also upload to YouTube or whatever recruiting platform you use. The highlight guide can also film your high school or club games to capture you in action, resulting in amazing footage that you can use to help create your highlight video. We have the expertise to help you get recruited. Check out our website at thehighlightguide.com or contact Steve at thehighlightguide.com to get started on your path to playing sports in college.
All right, we are back, and it's the start of the second quarter. It is 18-6. The Londonderry Wildcats are on defense right now. The Nashua Cougars are on offense. And it's 4th down. Looks like they're going to punt it away. Ooh, and he shanks it off to the right side of his foot. It takes a Londonderry roll. So that, in essence, will be about a 6-yard punt because it took a sideways roll back towards the Nashua team. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Londonderry from the Cougar 44-yard line. Meet the defense for the Cougars. It's Justin Fernandez, Jeremy Garcia, Ty Hickey, Giovanni Guarino, Jazani Cutter, A.J. West, Gilbert Pagan, Bentley Cullum, Jaden Rivera, Wyatt Pominville, and Dominic Colangeli. As that time a run to the outside by number 0, Winston Jordan, finally goes out of bounds. They'll mark it at about the 36-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and short. Roughly 2 yards to go for the Wildcats. Cougars have had some trouble stopping this high-octane offense. They got to control that edge. I'm sure that is the topic of conversation down on the sideline. Now they go right up the gut, so maybe they've made those adjustments, but some things have opened up on the inside as number 33, Braden Yore, gets enough yardage for the first down. So they've got the inside-outside game going. They have shown the ability to throw the ball. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the 30-yard line. Cougars in their 4-3 defense. Speed sweep into the boundary. He's got to cut back against the grain and then reestablish himself on the outside. And a good quick move there by Ethan Hartley. It looked like they had him dead to rights on a 1 or 2 yard gain, and he continued on the outside and picked up about 5. We have an injury on the field. Checking a leg there. He's sitting up. Can't really see the number. I don't know if that's Jeremy Garcia. I think it might be Jeremy. And he will hop up and limp off a little gingerly on that left leg, but good to see him moving on his own off to the side there. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Wildcats. It'll be tight end to the left with the wings, wide twins to the right. Shotgun one back. Motion back into the boundary. A little counter action and tell you what they did there. They used that motion man as their crackdown blocker. And there was no one there for him to block, so just went kind of untouched. A nice play design. We'll wind the clock as we head inside of 7:59. So a nice run will give the Wildcats another first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from about the 15-yard line. Motion. It was like a whip route. Taking a shot, back of the end zone. It's caught! And what a catch. Keeping his feet underneath him. He went up and high-pointed that thing, brought it down. Good pitch and catch there. So quickly it is 24-6. Terrific play there by the Wildcats. Sure, the Londonderry Lancer head coach Jimmy Lozon loves seeing this. They'll go for 2. Straight handoff up the middle. He bounces left. Shoulder block, got a wrap. And it was a good shoulder block, but you have to wrap. These Londonderry running backs are going to keep their legs driving. So the 2-point conversion is good. It's 26-6 with 7:29 to go here in the first half. Are you looking to play sports in college? If the answer is yes, then let the Highlight Guy help you get noticed and recruited. We create highlight videos, film sporting events, and live stream, all with the goal of helping athletes get noticed by college coaches. With the Highlight Guy, you are the star. Let us help you. Go to thehighlightguy.com or email steve@thehighlightguy.com to get started. That's steve@thehighlightguy.com. All right, ball is being teed up at the 40-yard line. Some more adventures in the kicking game forthcoming. Colin Cronin puts his toe into it. It's a roller picked up there and brought to the left side. He can't quite make it to the edge and is brought down on the far side of the field by Braden Yore. Gets up gingerly. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars from their own 33-yard line. We are inside of 7:24. Have to wonder here, Steve, at some point they're going to turn the lights on. Either that or we're all going to go out to our cars and put our headlights on. I don't know how they... All right, split end to the right. Straight dive and a nice cut off of that. And I'll tell you, that quick hitter, once he gets north and south and makes that cut, it becomes a very dangerous play. That was, once again, number 33. I believe it was 33 for the Cougars. Maybe it was Miles Medeiros, potentially. Although we've seen Pagan in that spot as well. Another quick hitter. This time he bounces out to the outside. He's still on his feet. Just refusing to go down. He's tackled out of bounds. Clock will stop. Good second, third, and fourth effort. Unfortunately, the more effort he gave, the more yardage he lost, so he'll go backwards. But you got to like the effort. No quitting that kid. So 6:29 to go here in the second quarter. It's a 26-6 Londonderry lead, and 3rd down and 7. Yeah, that was Gilbert Pagan, number 37 there. He's a tough runner. Toss sweep to the outside. And Londonderry read that one from the outset. They were in the backfield as the pitch was getting there. So that's going to set up a 4th down. So 5:43 and counting left in the first half. The Cougars will line up to punt. They got a double wide set, nobody deep. Lots of coaching going on the field by the kids. They are running a play. I thought they were punting, didn't see the quarterback under center. And that's going to be a change of possession, so it'll be 1st down for the Wildcats. The Cougars definitely rolled the dice there. Maybe figuring the punt wouldn't go very far potentially, so let's just go for it and see what happens. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. And they have very favorable field position, 5 yards from the red zone. They're at the 25. So the Cougars in very dangerous territory here of letting this one get a little bit too far out of control. Tight end to the left, slot to the right, jet sweep. Waiting for his block, doesn't get there, and a good job of getting some hats to the dance. Loss of a couple on that play. It'll be second down and roughly 12 yards to go. Clock continues to run inside of 4:42, 4:41. Slot is to the left, tight end is to the right, shotgun. It's going to be a jet sweep to the slot side this time. And guess who? Number 14. He has the wheels to make it to the corner. And they will... Oh, we have a flag fly, so they'll stop the clock. Couldn't see the tackle. I know it was Hartley on the run. That flag came down in the defensive secondary. And they're talking it over. We'll see who that penalty is on. Usually when you're at the line of scrimmage, you can tell who the penalty's on by where the flag lies. If it lies on the defensive side, it's usually on the defense. If it lies on the offensive side, on the offense. But when the play has already gone second level and everything's heading downfield, hard to tell there. We'll see what the head official calls. Personal foul, blindside block. So that's the second one of those we've seen today, the first one that we've seen called. And a blindside block is when you have a runner, a defender who is defenseless and can't see the block coming. And you're seeing it in the NFL now these days. Instead of taking a blindside hit as the clock continues to run, they kind of just put their arms up and almost like a moving pick just kind of shield the player. Motion to the field. Jet sweep to the right. He's got numbers if he bounces. Outside the numbers and up the side of the field. He stays in bounds, and he is going to be into the end zone. They had the angle for him, but he cut it back against the grain. That was number 12, Bryson Good. And he was just that on that run. And plenty of it. Guess you could call him good and plenty. There's some parents out there that probably know that reference to candy, right, Steve? Sure. (32-12), 6 rather. But that was good heads-up running there, I must say. He got to the sideline and had the body awareness and the skill set to stay in bounds and then plant that right foot into the turf and cut back against the grain to avoid the defenders. So Good did a nice job on that end reverse play, or that speed sweep rather. Here comes another run up the middle. Did he get it? He did. He fell forward and he put the ball right on that line. And he got it on that line for the 2-point conversion before his legs hit the ground. So with 4:02 to go, your score is 34-6 Londonderry, and they're showing you just why they are undefeated. There are a lot of weapons on this team, a lot of speed, and as we always say at every level, speed kills. And if you have kids that can run, you're going to start ahead in the deal. And this Londonderry team is built for speed. Speaking of that, I watched Lightning McQueen this week with my daughter. Had never seen Lightning McQueen, and so we watched Lightning McQueen, and his favorite was Speed. I am Speed, right? Good stuff. Cars, great movie. Wasn't as high on the second one. The third one was okay, but the original was fantastic. Fantastici. All right. Ball is teed up at the 40. You know it's getting late when I start referencing Disney movies. Nice kick there. Hits the ground and is picked up. Clock starts. Loses sight of it. And I'll tell you what's going to happen here after this play is over. A fantastic return by number 16. And I want you to go back. That was Ty Hickey, I believe. He was finally brought down by Bentley Bollier. But I want you to watch every game you've ever seen where there is a kickoff that is mishandled. It always results in a fantastic return, and here's why. What's happening is the kickoff team is covering ground. They're staying in their lanes. They're running down the field. The longer they stay in their lanes, they run down the field, and that ball has not been picked up. As soon as the ball carrier picks it up and takes one step forward, he's already by the coverage. In other words, they can't shrink down. So go back and watch, and I'll tell you, 2020, the Titans win the state title over Goffstown. They had a kickoff return for a touchdown on that very situation. It was a fumbled kickoff, and it took a while. It was a delayed, and they got it and went. Got on your Pontiac and ride. This play, Dune from the start is trying to go around the right edge. Looked like number 25. That was A.J. West. Ran that play into the boundary. As a nonprofit organization, the Nashua Cougars could not thrive and provide such an incredible experience for our athletes without the generosity of the sponsors. They would like to give a huge Cougar roar to their top sponsors of the 2024 season: Basco Excavation, Lopez Hardwood Floor Services, and Comcast. To all the sponsors not mentioned here, the Cougars want you to know they're very thankful for everything you do for them and for from every year to ensure that the athletes have everything they need. T formation. Counter. There's a huge gap there. Can't get the necessary blocking. That was and that's going to get potentially flagged. It does not. You're not allowed to pick the player up and wrestle throw, but the referee must not have seen it. The coaches are wondering. So that was a cloudy clear situation. We tell the kids when there's a gap that's clear, you run through that gap. And there was a huge gap there. The defender saw it, and he ran right through and made a great play. 2:11, 2:10, and counting to go here in the first half. They'll come back out in their double tight end T formation. And the same play to the other side needs to be. What a great block there on the perimeter. I don't know who that is, but I'm going to call that right now. That was number, I think, 16. That was a fantastic block. Stock blocking, Ty Hickey. Fantastic. It's fourth down. But that was a great block on the perimeter by Hickey. It'll be fourth down in about 12. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Deb Cody from the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal is a luxury realtor. She's licensed in Maine, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts and can assist you with your real estate goals. The Dow Group is the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire. Contact Deb at 603-945-2763 or email Deb at thedowgroup.com. That's Deb at thedowgroup.com. 62 seconds to go in the first half here. Empty formation, one back. Gotta watch the blind side, gotta get rid of it. He does. There's a man. Oh, and it's good coverage at the last second. That ball nearly intercepted. Good coverage and looked like it was intended for Miles Medeiros. And stepping into that passing lane was number 5, James Lamalfa. And so it'll be a turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats with 46 seconds to go. Ball will be placed on the 31-yard line. Wildcats will line up in their pistol formation. Jet sweep to the boundary. Comes underneath that block, and a nice play there. We'll keep the clock running. I don't know that they'll try to stop it. That was a fantastic play. And the coach is telling them right now, you have outside contain. If you come underneath that block, you better make sure you make that tackle. I guarantee you 100% that was the message to Ty Hickey. He made a fantastic play, but he came underneath that block, and he was the last man. We always say, leave that alley for the free safety. Create that alley, let the free safety run it. But Ty made a great play there. 7 seconds left. We'll see if they get this play off. They get it off. It'll be a speed sweep to the left, and it is sniffed out and snuffed out. And that is going to do it for the first half here.
That's the end of the first half.
I just said that. Oh. It is 34-6 in favor of Londonderry. They are a very explosive team, and they can put points up in bunches and in a hurry. And speaking of in a hurry, we'll be back here in a hurry in hopefully under 10 minutes to get this second half underway. Jason Roby calling all the action for you here on the Highlight Guy. Steve Cody is the man on the moving pictures. You are watching live on the Highlight Guy. We'll be right back after these messages.
I'm a beast. Yeah, I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home. I'm a beast. Yeah, I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind. I'm a beast. Yeah, I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home. I'm a beast. Yeah, I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind. Step up in the building, swagger on point, right? Put your seatbelt on, cause it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long fight, but then again, maybe not. I'm about to get it in. Yeah, I got it on my mind. Let's end this thing in regulation. I ain't thinking overtime, cause I didn't work overtime, and I ain't trying to overgrind. I transform the beast mode just like I was born. I can't hit the ball hard. I love this game, it's all I got. That's why I'm going all out and give it everything I got. Yeah, I give it all I got. As if it was my only shot. I play the game to win to the end until I pass out.
Are you looking to play sports in college? Almost every college recruiting website recommends having a highlight video as one of the top 3 crucial recruiting tools. In fact, 93% of college coaches we surveyed said they watch a recruit's highlight video as part of their player assessments. Our sole purpose is to make you look good. Our highlight videos include an athlete bio and accolade page, stop motion, and player highlight. The video is not done until you are completely satisfied and say it's done. We also upload to YouTube or whatever recruiting platform you use. The Highlight Guy can also film your high school or club games to capture you in action, resulting in amazing footage that you can use to help create your highlight video. We have the expertise to help you get recruited. Check out our website at thehighlightguy.com or contact Steve at thehighlightguy.com to get started on your path to playing sports in college.
Hi, my name is Deb Cody and I'm a realtor with Keller Williams Coastal and Lakes and Mountains Realty. I serve both residential and commercial clients in New Hampshire and Maine and work with an amazing team of KW colleagues and affiliate partners to help you achieve your real estate goals. In 2022, I ranked in the top 20% of 700 plus agents within my brokerage. I was nominated this past year to serve on the Agent Leadership Committee within my firm and have enjoyed giving back to my colleagues and local community. Are you curious to know how much your home may be worth in today's market? Reach out to me today and I'd be happy to run a complimentary comparative market analysis for you.
Meet Bouvier Prepare, your game changer in college athletics recruitment.
We cut through the chaos, focusing on superb communication and top-notch organization. One-on-one attention, tailored strategies, and a winning game plan for emails, calls, camps, visits, and offer closings. Be prepared. Your limitless future starts now with Bouvier Prepare.
All right, we are back here on the campus of Souhegan High School. It is game number 4 of 6. Jason Roby and Steve Cody for the highlight guy, bringing all the action to you. 10 minutes are on the clock. We're ready to start the second half of the JV game. This is the Northeast Junior High School Football League Junior Division matchup between the Nashua Cougars and the Londonderry Wildcats. It's Londonderry enjoying a 34-6 lead as we head into the third quarter. The Cougars will receive the second half kickoff. And we are ready to get things underway. Little squib kick, takes a high roll, fielded there, and off to the races to the 45-yard line. It'll be good field position. It was a nice return. Looked like that was number 5, Seamus King. We do have an injury on the field, and it was the player that made that tackle on Seamus. Can't quite get a number. So both teams will head over to their respective sidelines while they check on the injured player. And that was Colin Cronin, and he's up and moving on his own power, so that's good. Maybe just had the wind knocked out of him. Have been told that there is a 35-point keep the clock running in place. We're not quite there yet, and if the Cougars have anything to say about it, we won't get there. So we'll see if they can generate some offense and get things moving here in the third quarter. Snap, fullback trap, a nice play there. Nice job dragging defenders with him. Tackle by the white tent in front of us. Not by the white tent, but by the white tent. It's a play on words. It was a terrific run there by Pagan. I believe it was Pagan on the carry on that quick hitter. And he'll pick up 8 yards on that first down play, so nice job. And that's been one of their most successful plays. Every time they have that quick hitter, he makes that cut up the field. And pretty good situation now for the Cougars. They'll get back in their I formation. Tight end flanker to the right, split end to the left. And it started out as an ISO, turned into an outside hitter, and a nice job there by the Cougars. They'll stop the clock, move the chains, and then wind it again, and they'll wind it now. That was a terrific run off to the right side. You never underestimate the importance of a good spotter, someone in the booth that calls the numbers for you, especially when the numbers are as hard to read as these dark on dark are here. But we've gotten used to it as the day has gone on. A little quarterback. He'll reverse field, and down he goes. Looks like A.J. West will head back in. Jazani Cutter will come out. Second down and 10, no gain on the play. 7:19 and counting here in the third quarter. Game 4 of 6 here from Souhegan High School. I formation. Tight end flanker right, split end left. Here comes a reverse. Wondered if he had stayed outside, would something have materialized a little bit more for him if he had stayed a little more patient, but probably saw something on the inside and he took it. Did Ty Hickey. I think that was Ty. Looked like Guarino just checked in the game offensively, as is Lucas Russo, the quarterback, comes back to the huddle. Wearing one of those Guardian caps that you see some of the players wearing now. You can see one of them on the Londonderry side as well. Trips look to the right. Ball hits the ground and quarterback has to fall on it. Went down there in between halftime and the third quarter. It was starting to sprinkle a little bit down there, so wonder if the ball got a little bit wet. Fourth down for the Cougars. They'll go for it here. I have to imagine down 34-6. They have a tight end to the left with trips off the line. We'll see what they dial up. Lucas Russo, one step, fires. Is it a double pass? Nope. They try to get the blocking on the perimeter. And he will get back to near the original line of scrimmage and no further. So that should be a turnover on downs. The referee indicates that, yes, it is, in fact, a first down for the Wildcats. Jason Roby calling all the action for you here on the Highlight Guy. Steve Cody is the man on the moving pictures. It's been our pleasure to call all of these games for you here today. We have two more after this one, and we've seen some good football out here today. Are you looking to play sports in college? If yes, then let the Highlight Guy help you get noticed and recruited at Steve at thehighlightguy.com. Contact Steve at thehighlightguy.com to get started. All right, barking signals. Speed sweep looked like it was a choice to give it or hand it off, and this time finding the terrain a little bit slick to the outside. Ethan Hartley will take a loss on that first down carry, a loss of about 5 on the play. It'll be second down and 15. Bouvier Prepare provides comprehensive college recruiting, consulting services for student athletes and their families. If you're looking for guidance in the process for lacrosse, field hockey, soccer, and volleyball, Bouvier Prepare can provide a personalized plan for success. Contact them at bouvierprepare@gmail.com. That's BOUVIER prepare@gmail.com, or call 603-465-1102. Shotgun snap. Here comes the counter. It's going to be a throwback. Love the play. But it was so fast in developing, it really didn't have time to fool the defense. The reverse happened, and then the ball was thrown. And sometimes on a play like that, you need to give it a little bit more time. It's like a crock pot, Steve. You let that thing stew in there for a little bit, and the flavors, things get better, right? Like me, better with age. All right. Third down and about 12 for the Wildcats. I do like the play call, though. And they're going to run the same play again, and they don't cover it again. And everybody that's been listening at home says, take that, old man. You don't know what you're talking about. They take a shot down the field. The man is down, hurt. We will stop the clock at, and they take a look at it. It was the same play. They must have saw something in the secondary or not seen something in the secondary, and that's why they went back to it. Hope that player is okay over there on the field. As both teams showing good sportsmanship by getting down, taking a knee. The referees will call the players over to the side. Let's take this time to talk about the Nashua Cougars youth football program and how they're thriving in just their second year. Hard to believe that. Just their second year and all the success that they're having. They're looking forward to seeing where next season brings them. They have the hardest working group of coaches who dedicate their time to developing athletes' football skills and teaching them life lessons that they will carry with them for the rest of their lives. If you'd like to become one of those coaches, please contact them at NashuaCougars.net. All right. Player has come off the field. Glad to see them up and over at the bench getting attended to there. And the Wildcats run the jet sweep to the right. They have the edge. And a nice tough run there by number 33 was finally brought down on the play by, is that 33 maybe? I think that was Medeiros potentially. Or was it Jazani Cutter? .220 and counting in the third quarter. A fast-moving third quarter at that. Shotgun formation. Wing is to the right, unbalanced to the left. We'll get some kind of a speed sweep to the left. Cuts back against the grain and finally stacked up there. Right about that line of scrimmage. Not sure there was any gain. Good pursuit by the Cougar defense. If you can set that edge, turn them back in. The cavalry's coming. You got 10 players on the inside. They can help you. 1:36 to go, and actually a loss on the play. So it's looking like second down and about 11 from the 25-yard line. They have turned the lights on here. Sauhegan High School, home of the Sabres. I believe the undefeated Sabres right now in Division II. Shotgun, two backs in the backfield. They'll motion to twins. They'll throw it to him. And he's got some wheels. Ethan Hartley, and have to know when Hartley goes in motion, that's probably the guy they want to get the ball to. He is very fleet of foot, is Mr. Hartley. And I'm sure they have some place set up where maybe he even throws the ball off of that. But a nice pitch and catch there by the Wildcats as we head inside of 30 seconds in the third quarter. It'll be a slot to the right, wide slot. And ball rolls around, and smart move there to just kind of fall on top of it. They'll lose a couple on the play, but at least they'll keep possession. They'll have a 4th and about 5. We're going to have a timeout. On the field here. So both teams will head over to their sidelines, and we will set the stage for the fourth quarter. It is upcoming. Your score, the Londonderry Wildcats 34 and the Nashua Cougars 6. You are watching the highlight guy. And if you're not able to join us, make sure you catch us later on YouTube. You can see it on YouTube after the fact. There's also I believe Steve was telling me there's a live comment section on the live feed if you want to go in and leave us some positive feedback. We'd love to hear from you. Notice I said positive feedback there. It's a family show. I hear enough negative stuff at home. I don't need to hear it here too. I'm just kidding. Very supportive family. Very supportive. 10 minutes on the clock, fourth quarter. We have one more set of games coming up after this one. And we'll do it in reverse order. It'll be the JV game first, then the varsity game after that. We'll talk to head coach Travis Fowler of the Nashua Cougars before that one. I know Coach Fowler's been up here running the clock, been chatting it up. Coach Fowler also helps out with the varsity team on Friday nights, and he was on the field for the Nashua North Titans' first victory of the season against the Goffstown Grizzlies. So congratulations there. Shotgun snap, fades back to pass, breaks back against the grain, and again, all kinds of wiggle room out here. Very slippery character is the quarterback for the Wildcats, James Lamalfa. He did a nice job avoiding any kind of pressure, and as a result, they'll get a first down from that run. Got to break down, and we used to tell kids, watch the belly button. Don't watch the shoulders, don't watch the feet, watch the belly button. Can't go anywhere without the belly button. It'll be 1st and 10 from about the 15-yard line for the Wildcats. They can get a first down here. Shotgun formation back on either side of them. A wing is to the left, the split end is to the right. I think we have a little helmet malfunction here. We're trying to take care of it. Teammate helping teammate. Not sure if the referee's going to reset the play clock here. I imagine he will. Okay. Motion. Roll out to the right. Taking a shot. Corner of the end zone. Jump ball. And it is a touchdown. And that one hung up in the air for what seemed like forever, like it was filled with helium. But coming down with it, a nice catch there in the corner of the end zone. Not sure if we could catch a number on that reception. It looked like it was Anthony Duggan, number 3. Thank you to my spotter up here in the booth. That one dropped right in the breadbasket. It's 40-6. Direct snap, handoff through the middle of the line. The ball rolls around on the ground. It's going to be recovered by the Cougars. So the margin stays at 34. So we are still not in running clock territory yet. You get to that 35-point margin or more, we go into tips. Timeout, injury, penalty, and the S. Anyone? Anyone? Trivia question. Answer on the highlight guy. Score? I think so. All right. Can you tell I'm an only child? I'm having a good time up here by myself. It's like I'm talking to everybody. No one's answering me. Everyone's looking around like this guy must be crazy talking to himself. I've been here since 7 o'clock this morning, folks, and I'm loving every minute of it. 8:30 to go here in regulation, 40-6. Londonderry Wildcats to put the toe into the ball. Cougars ready to receive it. It's a roller. Gobbled up there at about the 38 to the right side. Cutting back against the grain. Ball pops loose. It's on the carpet. And it looks like the Cougars recovered it. Things might be getting a little slick down there on the field. Cougars very, very fortunate there to come away with that one. So it'll be 1st and 10 Nashua from their own 36-yard line. We'll call it the 36 and 3/8. Cougars will line up here with a flanker to the right, split end to the left. It'll be a total sweep to the right. He's got a seam, gets a nice block on the edge. They're trying to tackle the football. They can't do it, and a nice run there, but it looked like number 44. That was Lucas Russo. Nice, tough run around the side. Was finally brought down by number 33, Braden Yore. But not before. A Nashua Cougar first down. Bet some of you have been waiting to hear that all day. All right. Split end to the right. Flanker to the left. Oh, they tried running that trap play and they ran into each other. Cougars very fortunate there as it looks like they recovered the ball. It rolled forward and then bounced back into the arms of a Cougar. So very fortunate there is Nashua to come away with possession. It'll be second down and 11. That could have been disastrous. The Nashua Cougars Board of Directors is a group of people who come together for one purpose: to create the best possible opportunities for every youth football player in North Nashua. They provide scholarships, transportation, and go above and beyond on a daily basis for all of their athletes. They're all one big Cougar family. They run the same play. This time, it's a quick hitter, and it bounces to the outside. Oh, he stops on a dime and keeps his footing, finally dragged down. And that was Pagan. A fantastic run. Gilbert found the terrain tough in the middle. He bounced it back to the outside and beat the defenders to the edge and got the first down. As I was saying, they're all one big Cougar family, and if you're interested in joining the Nashua Cougars Board of Directors, go to NashuaCougars.net. That's NashuaCougars.net. It's the first read I got caught in today, Steve. I'm slipping. First and 10, Cougars. Trying to get lined up correctly here in the backfield. Sniffer left. Some kind of a counter that went awry. Tackle in the backfield is down goes number 44, Lucas Russo. And a timeout called by Nashua. I believe that's their first timeout. Stop the clock at 5:27. That'll be their first timeout of the second half. Hey, Steve, are you looking to play sports in college? Sure he is. Well, if the answer is yes, then let the highlight guy help you get noticed and get recruited. The highlight guy creates highlight videos, film sporting events, and live streams, all with the goal of helping athletes get noticed by college coaches. With the highlight guy, you are the star. Let us help you. Go to thehighlightguy.com or email steve@thehighlightguy.com to get started. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Deb Cody from the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal is a luxury realtor. She's licensed in Maine, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts and can assist you with your real estate goals. The Dow Group is the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire. Contact Deb at 603-945-2763 or email deb@thedowgroup.com. That's deb@thedowgroup, D-O-W, group.com. Second and about 16. And that ball hits the carpet, and this time it's gobbled up by the Wildcats. It'll be first down, Londonderry going the other way. So after a couple of good runs, got the Cougars down inside the 30-yard line or close to it. Stop the clock. The Wildcats force a fumble and recover it. Thought we were close to seeing a scoop and score there, but better to just get on the ground and get possession. It'll be 1st and 10 Wildcats from their own 40-yard line. Wildcats break the huddle. They're having some trouble getting lined up here at the outset. And that's because they only had 10. They beat the 10-second play clock violation, and over to the side they come. And they're going to keep that clock winding. 2nd down and 11. 4:51 to go in this one. And you know what's going to happen here, Steve? The skies are going to open up just as I have to go down to the field to do an interview with Coach Fowler. I'm going to open up and be carrying microphones and umbrellas and all kinds of equipment. Receivers, I don't even know what this thing's called. I got to carry that. I got this earpiece. I feel like I'm in the Secret Service. Good stuff. What'd you call it?
I said some lightning.
Lightning would be good, yeah. I'll have the umbrella with the metal tip. Good stuff. I know everybody out there in Highlight Guy Land, you're worried about my well-being, and I appreciate your kind thoughts and sentiments. Unbalanced line. No, it is a balanced formation. Tight end is to the left. Slot trips to the right. Jet sweep. Cutting back against the grain. Breaks a couple of tackles. Tried to break one too many and folds under the weight of the tackler. And that was Hartley, tackled by Pagan. And he comes off holding his wrist. So that'll set up a 3rd down and 7. Number of changes there for the Wildcats. 3 leave and 3 come in. Tight end, wing to the left. Slot trips to the right. Here comes a speed sweep. Cuts up inside, and a nice job of bubbling out. Good job of reading his blocks. Off to the races. Finally pushed out of bounds is Jordan Winston. But not before picking up a boatload of yardage there. And a nice job by Winston reading his blocks. He came underneath the first player on the edge and kind of rode that wave. It's almost like for you surfers out there, being in a tube and riding through that tube on the wave is exactly what that's supposed to look like. And as a running back, if you've ever done it, you can kind of feel it. All right, unbalanced to the left here, I believe. Yep, it's a jet sweep left. That long stride, number 33 breaks a tackle. He could go the distance here. And he does. There are no flags on the play. That's going to put us at 46-6. And we will probably be heading into Tips territory. And we'll watch the white hat. And so despite the lopsided score, if you're Nashua, you have to think, well, we've only allowed 2 scores here in the second half. So that was a far cry. So a much better effort, and a couple of turnovers doomed the Cougars in the second half of this one. But this is a team that's 4-2 for a reason. They'll bounce back. This Londonderry team, one of the premier teams in the league. So something to build on for Nashua. Speed sweep to the right. Got his eyes on the corner of the end zone. Cuts it up, and he is in. So with 2:11 to go in this one, it'll be 48-6, and we will at some point watch the white hat, and he'll give us the wind the clock scene or hand signal here. So, Colin Cronin to do the honors for the Wildcats. They are missing a man on the right side of that kickoff team. They only have 10 right now. They need one more. A 5-4-2 employed by the Cougars for the return. Cronin is ready to put his toe into the ball. Squib kick. It's a short one. Got to pick it up. Live ball. Nice job there, scooping that up. A more difficult skill than a lot of people realize. That was a nice job by the Cougars to keep possession. And they'll have good field position here. That was, I think that was Seamus King on that recovery. Nice job, Mr. King. If it was a 5, if it was a number 6, it would be Jeremy Garcia Jr. Clock is running. We have 67 seconds and counting to the conclusion of this one. And this Londonderry team is going to move to 6-0, and Nashua will fall to 4-3. But a great effort by both of these teams out here today. Want to remind everybody that on October 27th, it's a Sunday, the highlight guy will be covering 6 more Nashua Cougar games. We've left you wanting more. So we are excited to come cover 6 more games for the Nashua Cougars on October 27th. Full of football insight, one-liners, and more wires that you can shake a stick. Look at this stuff. This is like, I've never seen so many cords. Unbelievable. We do have electrical tape, folks. All right, 42 seconds remain in this one. We'll wind the clock. And I'm going to try to get down there for a pregame interview with head coach Travis Fowler. Off to the right side. Finds the sideline, finally tackled out of bounds, but a nice run there. Terrific burst of speed. Like A.J. West around the left side. We're going to have a timeout called with 9 seconds left. And we know, we've seen anything can happen in the final seconds of a game. We saw a touchdown throw and catch the conclusion of the last game, so it can happen. We have our senior division matchup next. It'll be the JV game first, then the varsity game second. And that varsity game should be something pretty special. We'll wind the clock. 8 seconds to go. Nashua got to hurry if they want to get this playoff. They get it off. Handoff right side, cut back against the grain. Nice run. Finally tackled there down around the 33-yard line, and that will do it here for game number 4. Another terrific run there by number 26, Colin Cronin. But your final from Sauhegan High School, home of the Sabres, it was the Londonderry Cougars 48 and the Nashua, I should say the Londonderry Wildcats. There's so many cats. We got Sabres, we got Cougars, we got Wildcats. It was the Londonderry Wildcats with the victory out there today. And as always, the post-game handshake right there in the middle of the field. Both teams showing good sportsmanship. Long after you forget what the score is, you remember the way people behave. And good job by both those coaching staffs and both teams. And this Nashua team will be back. They just ran into a really, really, really good Londonderry Wildcat team today. They'll stay undefeated. We'll take a break here, and we'll be back for a pregame conversation with the head coach of the Nashua Cougars. And we'll talk to him in just a few minutes. You are watching live on the Highlight Guy. Jason Roby and Steve Cody, the man on the moving pictures. We'll be right back after these messages. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Okay. All right. Travis Fowler.